Hello everybody, welcome to the earnings update of Muthoot Finance Limited and its subsidiaries for quarter 3 of the financial year 2022. It is sunshine again on the economy with Corona on the receding lines. We are very happy to announce that Muthoot Finance has been instrumental in helping thousands get back their livelihood amidst the trying circumstances created by the pandemic. Quarter 3 performance of Muthoot Finance has been comparatively great, even though the growing was tough due to the pandemic initially. The gross loan assets of Muthoot Finance and its subsidiaries stood at a whopping 60,895 crores at the end of the quarter 3. The flagship company Muthoot Finance and its subsidiaries reported a consolidated profit after tax of rupees 3,025 crores at the end of this quarter. Muthoot Finance proudly continues on its growth journey with a pan-India presence of 4,617 branches. More than 2 lakh customers visit our branches daily. It has dedicated and skilled workforce of about 26,000 to keep the momentum in full swing. It has in its vaults a whopping 178 tons of gold jewellery kept as security against the loan advances, making it the most sought-after partner in the NBFC sector. The digital initiatives is worth emulating in the form of digital convenience by way of direct credit facilities, POS terminals, loan repayment options through Paytm, Google Pay, etc. The new initiatives include AI-based capabilities that prove that we are fully digital service partner in the financial service sector. Our signature Muthoot app has been downloaded by over 41 lakh customers.
Hello and welcome to the earnings update of Muthoot Finance Limited and its subsidiaries for the quarter 3 of financial year 2022. The gross loan assets of Muthoot Finance Limited and its subsidiaries stood at rupees 60,895 crores at the end of quarter 3 during the financial year 2022. Compared to rupees 55,799 crores at the end of the corresponding quarter last financial year with a good 9% year-on-year growth. The flagship company Muthoot Finance Limited and its subsidiaries reported a consolidated profit after tax of rupees 3,025 crores at the end of the third quarter of the financial year 2022. Compared to rupees 2,795 crores in the same period of the last financial year, recording a good 8% year-on-year growth. The gross loan assets of Muthoot Finance Limited stood at rupees 54,687 crores at the end of the third quarter of financial year 2022. Showcasing an exemplary 9% year-on-year growth. The standalone profit of Muthoot Finance Limited touched rupees 1,028 crores at the end of the third quarter for the financial year 2022, as against rupees 991 crores in the same period of the financial year 2021. During the first 9 months of the financial year 2022, the profit after tax of Muthoot Finance Limited stood at rupees 2,994 crores, when compared with rupees 2,726 crores for the corresponding period last financial year. Muthoot Finance proudly continues on its growth journey with a pan-India presence of 4,617 branches, servicing more than 2 lakh customers daily. It has a dedicated and skilled workforce of over 26,000 to keep the momentum in full swing. It has in its vaults a whopping 178 tons of gold jewelry, kept as security against loans advanced, making it the most sought-after service partner in the NBFC sector. Muthoot Finance has a rock-solid promoter interest with a solid 73% stake in business. Muthoot Finance has a very satisfied investor base, with a dividend of 200% paid out to its equity investors in the financial year 2022. The digital initiatives of Muthoot Finance Limited is worth emulating in the form of digital convenience for the new gen and millennial customer acquisition by way of direct credit facilities, POS terminals, loan repayment option through Paytm, Google Pay, PhonePe etc. The new initiatives include AI-based chatbot with transactional capabilities that proves that we are a fully digital service partner in the financial services sector. Our signature Muthoot app has been downloaded by over 41.86 lakh users pan-India. Above all, 31.8% of our gold loan customers are transacting online. Our loan at home facilities has reached out to public by enabling gold loan to customers in the comforts of their homes. Muthoot Finance has stable sources of funding primarily from secured non-convertible debentures, bank borrowings and commercial paper issues. Our funding instruments enjoy highest ratings amongst gold loan companies. Regarding the safety of our gold loan portfolio at the end of December 2021 from the lender's perspective, Muthoot Finance enjoys a margin of safety on loans of 31% and from the borrower's perspective, equity of the borrower in the gold ornaments net of loans availed stands at 42%. Muthoot Finance maintains a capital adequacy ratio of 29.94%, which is well above the statutory requirement. Now, on to the performance of the subsidiaries of Muthoot Finance Limited. The gross loan AUM of Asia Asset Finance PLC, a foreign subsidiary of Muthoot Finance Limited, stood at 15,771 million Sri Lankan rupees at the end of the third quarter of financial year 2022 as compared to 13,309 million at the end of the corresponding quarter last financial year. The profit after tax stood at 74 million Sri Lankan rupees at the end of Q3 of financial year 2022, as against 18 million Sri Lankan rupees at the end of Q3 of the last financial year. The gross loan AUM of Muthoot Home Fin India Limited, a 100% subsidiary of Muthoot Finance Limited, stood at rupees 1,880.7 crores at the end of the third quarter of financial year 2021 as compared to rupees 1,578.8 crores at the end of Q3 of this financial year. The profit after tax stood rupees 2.8 crores at the end of Q3 of financial year 2022. Against rupees 7.5 crores at the end of Q3 of the last financial year. Muthoot Insurance Brokers Private Limited is a wholly owned subsidiary of Muthoot Finance Limited, which is an IRDA licensed direct insurance broker. Muthoot Insurance Brokers Private Limited has recorded a total premium collection of rupees 293.1 crores at the end of Q3 financial year 2022 as against rupees 257.5 crores collected by way of premium in the corresponding period during the last financial year. The profit after tax at the end of Q3 of financial year 2022 stood at rupees 16.9 crores when compared to the profit after tax of rupees 21.9 crores at the end of Q3 of last financial year. Belstar Microfinance Limited is a 70% subsidiary of Muthoot Finance Limited. Belstar's operations are spread across 18 states and 1 union territory in India. The gross loan AUM stood at rupees 3,835 crores at the end of Q3 of financial year 2022 as compared to rupees 2,885 crores at the end of Q3 of financial year 2021. The profit after tax stood at 15.9 crores at the end of Q3 of financial year 2022 as against a profit after tax of rupees 35 crores at the end of Q3 of financial year 2021. Muthoot Money Limited is a 100% subsidiary of Muthoot Finance Limited. The gross loan AUM at the end of Q3 2022 stood at rupees 236.5 crores when compared to rupees 421 crores at the end of Q3 of last financial year. The loss at the end of Q3 financial year 2022 stood at rupees 8.1 crores when compared to a profit of rupees 3.3 crores at the end of Q3 of financial year 2021.
What counts is the courage to move forward. I take this opportunity to thank all our customers, shareholders, investors, employees, and every individual who has stood with us, and their efforts are worthy. Jai Hind.